afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Upshift Unlimited. I hope you are all enjoying this weekend. It is a beautiful day here down in Rhode Island, so I hope you are enjoying the nice weather where you live as well. Today I wanted to make a quick little informal video just about the most frequently asked questions that I receive on YouTube. So this isn't going to be like a Q&A anything. I didn't post anything where I was like, ask all your questions, I'll answer them. This is just questions that I get all the time on YouTube, and ones that I feel like I could just answer in one quick video right here for you guys, just so, kind of clear up any confusion or answer some questions that you guys have been asking a lot since I've made the channel pretty much. So I'm going to be looking at my phone a lot, all my questions I've written here, my notes, so I guess let's just get into it. So the first question I get a ton, the question I get the most is on the how to drive a manual video, which is the most viewed video that I have, of course. And in the video back then when I made it, I used to leave the car in first gear when I was at a stop, so it would be easier just to get back on the gas and go when the light turns green. But now I've since then changed, so I do leave it in neutral now with my foot off the clutch, but I do get a ton of comments where everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you definitely shouldn't do that, it's horrible for the clutch, whatever. I still maintain that it's not going to cause a huge issue as long as it's depressed all the way, but I do get that question all the time, and I do want to say that I do leave it in neutral now, not in first gear when I'm at a stoplight or anything, and then when the light turns green, I will shift it into first gear, and then start off that way. I will not keep it in first anymore. So all those people, if you commented that and if you're watching this video, there you go, there's your answer. Another one I get all the time is where I get the trunk lettering inserts. So where it says Celica in the trunk, there's little silver chrome letters that I have in there that say Celica, and they put in there. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. I got that off of eBay. So they're just raised letters, but apparently they're pretty cool. I love them, and I guess a lot of other people do too, because everyone's asked me for where I get them, so I will link that down in the description below, so go check that out if you are interested for your Celica. Another one I get somewhat often, not as much, but is about these door inserts. So how they work is it's just a layer of fabric over the existing little triangular shaped door panel. So you could peel it right out. I'll do it. So there's the original, and then here's the layer. So I just cut a little bit wider than the shape, and then I take a flathead screwdriver, and it's really easy. You just tuck it right in. I don't know if I would do this if I had leather, the little leather door insert here, but since this is just a GT, it has the fabric one, and it was all discolored. So I think the blue, which is obviously the outside color of my car, as well as the inside with the seats and everything. So anyone can really do this. It's really easy. Just buy some fabric, cut it out, and put it in. It's a nice like suede material, so it adds a whole lot to the car, I think. And I think it's a real nice, easy mod that anyone can do that really kind of sets their car up just a little bit more than what it was already. So that's another question I get kind of frequently. The next one, will I be doing a 2ZZ swap, or for that matter, getting a GTS? So I would much sooner get a GTS than do a 2ZZ swap. So the 2ZZ, everyone knows this, is the engine in the Celica GTS, and the GT, which I have, is just the 1ZZ. And a lot of people are like, oh, do a 2ZZ swap, do a six-speed manual transmission swap. That's a huge undertaking, and I need this car to drive every day, so I don't really have time to get the engine, get the parts, whatever. I would much sooner just buy a GTS. And for that matter, if I were to get a GTS, it would have to be absolutely perfect. It would have to be, I would love a yellow one, 6-speed manual obviously, and like clean, no dents, no scratches, no anything, like stock too. I'd want it to be pretty much stock so I could do whatever I want to it from pretty much a clean slate. But those are exceedingly difficult to find, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would much sooner get a GTS than do the 2ZZ swap, doing all the components, all shifting everything over. That to me seems like kind of a big process, and I don't really feel like I have the time or money to be doing that. But we'll see. The plan is right now to keep this car for about another year, and then hopefully upgrade next summer to something bigger with a bigger engine, nicer, faster, whatever. So we'll see what happens. If I find a GTS in the next, within the next year or whatever, and it's excellent and it's yellow and it's a manual, for a good price. I might snatch that up, I don't know, so we'll have to see how it goes, I guess. Alright, next question. I get this one a decent amount. So how much do I pay for insurance? So I'm 21, I'm in college, I got good grades in high school, and it's a small 2-door but 4-cylinder car. So all that added together, I get like a good grade discount. This is my second Celica, but it's still a Celica. It's not like a WRX or anything crazy where the insurance rates are sky high. But I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's about $600 every 6 months, so about $1,200 a year. So it's like $100 a month for the insurance for this car, and that's with good grades, a clean driving record, perfectly clean driving record, small 2-door compact car, 4-cylinder engine. So I think that's what I pay. I'm pretty positive that's what I pay. I don't know where that kind of stands with everyone else, but it's not too bad. I don't think it's not terrible. So that's what I pay for insurance. Another one I get is, what's the best year to buy a Celica? What kind of Celica should I get? I think you should get this generation because it's the newest. It's pretty cool. I love the look of this generation. It's super cool. I love these cars, honestly. I would get a GTS if you're looking for one. And if you want the updated refresh, get a 2003 or newer. So it's tough to find 2005s. It's tough to find. You can find some 4s. But the 2003s are decently common. The 2000 to 2002s, those are the most common. And GTs, I feel like, are more common than GTSs. I personally like the look of the 2000 through 2002 front end. I like that, and I don't like the taillights. I don't like the taillights on any of them, honestly. I would totally swap out to what I have now. But if you're interested in getting a Celica, I would get a GTS for sure, because the GTs do have the oil burn problem and they're just lower horsepower, typically cloth interior. But that's what I would do. GTS, any year really works, but I would definitely get the GTS. Another one I get all the time is on the 5 things, 6 things, however many things I hate about my Celica. That was a super early video, but it's got a decent amount of views. And everyone's like, why do you hate your car? Just get a Cadillac, get an automatic. Oh, you hate it because it's a sports car. I don't hate this car whatsoever. I love this car. But everyone thinks that just because it's a 6 things I hate about my car video, I hate the car. I don't hate this car at all. So just to clear that confusion up, there's a video just like it about 5 things I love about this car, or 6, I don't know how many things, but a bunch of things that I love about this car, and then in every video I just praise this car pretty much. This car's awesome, so no complaints about the car. It was just a fun video about things that I didn't like about the car that could be improved, but it is what it is. It's an old car, so can't expect a whole lot out of it, but I do love these cars, don't get me wrong. And the last one that I get is a bunch of people hating me for saying Celica and not Celica. So I know maybe technically it's pronounced Celica, but that sounds, in my opinion, really dumb. So I'm gonna say Celica because I'm from the United States, and if I was, British or whatever, I would probably say Celica because it's, kind of said with, I guess, sort of an accent, but I don't understand what all the hate is for. It's just how I pronounce a word. So sorry if it offends you, but I'm going to continue to say Celica for the rest of my ownership of this car, or any Celica for that matter. So I think that's about it. Those are the questions I get the most about my car, about mods, about stuff I've done, about what I pay for insurance. So that's pretty much it. Quick little frequently asked question video. If you guys kind of enjoyed this and want to do like a Q&A video, I could do a post a picture on Instagram and you guys ask your questions there, or you could ask questions at the end of this video and I could do another one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know if you guys would enjoy that down below in the comments, or if you have any other questions for me, post them down below. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's beautiful, so enjoy your time outside if you can. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram. Link is down below, as I said. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. I'm out of here.